Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, you beautiful people. This is a review of Civil War movie by A24 Studio. I'll make it as short as possible, just like my attention span for this movie. Starting with our main protagonist, Kristen Dunst, known for Mary Jane in Spider-Man, plays as Lee, a wartime photographer, along with her colleague Joel, played by Wagner, and off-brand Pedro Pascal, and Sammy, played by Stephen McKinley Henderson. Along the way, they also pick up a stray young photographer, Jesse, played by Kaylee Spaney, and the four of them went on a road trip to DC to capture photograph of the main event of the Western Forces, aka California and Texas, closing in on the main forces, aka the rest of the state. This movie gives you perspective on these reporters and no one else. Well, I just summarized the entire movie there. You can turn off this review now and go watch a better Civil War movie like Glory, Gettysburg, Cold Mountain, Gods in General, Lincoln, and a bunch of other great movies. Of course, they're not 100% historically accurate, but those old movies is still a good popcorn flicks. Anything is better than the Civil War movie, which make no damn sense. If you're still here, when I first saw this movie trailer, I was hoping for something like an investigative journalism perspective of these photographer, but no, they just happen to be there on site and take pictures and just leave for the next scene. No real explanation of what's really going on whatsoever. The movie are about 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I can see why they're rushing everything. Something like this needed to be a TV series where they can explain everything. After seeing the action scene, I don't think I want this to be a series either. Like the scene where the Apache helicopter is low flying and hovering over a spot in the city and shoots a missile at a target like 50 yards away from it. There's troop and tank on the ground in the same area. You think the tank can handle that by itself? It flies so low that any dude with a 308 rifle can easily take out the helicopter pilot with one shot. It's just so stupid and unnecessary. Typical Hollywood. Another scene at the end where the Western Forces is taking over DC. We got the Lincoln Memorial blown up and the decoy president is trying to escape from the same route that the Western Forces is invading. What the fuck, man? Don't these people have plan B? Trying to break through the front gate like that, just asking for it. And of course, they've all been killed. Also, how the hell is a couple of journalists be able to enter the Lincoln Memorial, the main place where the president is taking refuge in, before the soldier be able to enter? It's like this soldier forgot their objective. Somehow these journalists are teleported like Jason Voorhees into the Lincoln Memorial, and here comes a soldier doing that CQB things searching for the president. Also, this is a war movie. The Secret Service is still using the pussy 9mm PCC and had no battle vest on. These people are the most armed dudes in the world that I can think of, but chooses an MP5 instead. This whole entire scene should have been filmed in total darkness, with Secret Service gearing out with the night vision, and the Western Forces should also kit it out with the NVG going in total darkness. No journalist should have been in this place before the soldier has entered and cleared out everything. The whole damn street is lit up with street lights. It should have been in darkness. It's a war. This whole thing seemed very sus. Typical Hollywood taking shortcuts because filming in the dark is harder. But there are ways to get around this. They can use filters to make the day scene look like night. They didn't have to go there, so this whole thing is just garbage. Even Call of Duty game make a better DC invasion scene. The reason I harp on this scene is that they're the biggest scene in the movie, and they needed to get this right in order to make it look realistic and make sense. The average viewer is not gonna notice most of these things. That's why I'm here to point these out. Last scene left a bunch of questions rather than answer. After they are gone into the Lincoln Memorial, Elmira Jane saved Jesse, the young photographer, from getting shot in the back, because for some reason before the soldier entered the room, she jumps right in the front line in the middle of the hallway, trying to shoot a photograph of a Secret Service pointing a gun and shooting at her way. Yeah, she tried to shoot back with the camera instead. So stupid. So Elmira Jane jumps out and pushes her out of harm's way while getting shot in the back. But that's not all. Our young photographer somehow took some images of Lee getting shot and falls next to her. After that, they found the president, and is played by Greg Hill. Totally not Donald Trump and with a red tie, and wanted more than 2 presidential terms. And they executed him with a shot in the chest. No fucks are given. It ended there. What the fuck just happened? We got a few scenes of American killing American and now executing the president. Everything went by so quick. I just don't really care for any of these characters or have any emotional attachment to them. This whole movie seemed like a generic mission. Go here, do that, game over. For that, I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Stream or rent it if you can, but it's not worth a ticket if you want it to be entertained. It's a very long and boring. Even the action scene doesn't make no damn sense, and that makes it even worse. I hope you like this video. This is my first movie review of this abomination of a movie, which could be better with writing, but it seemed very rushed. This whole California BFF with Texas thing, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. If you want a real scenario, you should look at a Republican versus Democrat maps. I guess they don't want it to trigger too many people with this unrealistic scenario, so they're gonna make up one that is hard to believe.
Okay. What kind of American are you?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.